Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Let me get myself together here. Yes, happy Sunday to you all. I hope it's been a good week for you. My name is Alecia Lott. I'm so happy you are here today. And this channel is for those of you who want to have a journaling routine that is messy, minimalist, and low budget. And for those of you who want to use journaling for mental health and growth and feelings and stuff. So in this video, I'm just gonna set up my weekly spread in my bullet journal, and this is something that I do every Sunday morning just to get myself pumped up for the week. Let me see. All right. Do we have anyone in the chat? Say hi if you are here. I'm going to get me some coffee. Yes. And get myself ready. All right. So I hope you all have had a wonderful week, and I hope as well for this coming week to be just as wonderful, if not more so. So we are here today. I'm going to walk you through what happened last week. And I actually set up this weekly spread in my last live stream, this time last Sunday. Look how the week flew. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what happened. Nothing really much. I was saying nothing. But yeah, it was a good week. I look at my habit tracker here. Look how much I got accomplished. Yes. Hey, Jack. What's up? Oh my gosh, beautiful butterfly is here. Good morning to you all. Yes, let me know in the chat if you're journaling with me or if there's something else that you're working on today. You know, you may be doing laundry, you may be running errands. It's Sunday. So, it doesn't have to be journaling time for you, but I'm glad you're here with me, watching me journal. There you go. But yes, settle in, get yourself together, get whatever you're working on. Let's be together in this time and just get ourselves feeling right for this coming week. So yes, hello everyone. All right. So yes, yeah, it was a good week. I got a lot done. I think going through, and I had been kind of skipping it for the past few weeks, but then I went back to kind of doing more of the brain dumping and planning before. So basically planning before I plan and getting all of my logistics and stuff together and making sure, can you see okay? Can you hear okay? All right. Just making sure that everything looked all right and that I had all of the mini plans in place before I tried to do anything. So that was really helpful and just helped me with scheduling. It helped me with just knowing what I needed to be doing each day. Not perfect. It was not perfect, but I think there was a lot more progress than over the past few weeks. So, yes, I think that, let's see, thinking about people who have been supportive of what I'm doing and just the beliefs in me. I'm continuing with that for this coming week. So my theme for my next video is going to be gratitude and just, it's not Thanksgiving here in the US, no, but we can still take a moment to be grateful and to think about what we have. And I feel that you and I are, I count all of us. I think we are all, oh, hey, she's making her meal plan. I think we are all very lucky. You're here with me, you're lucky. No, you have internet. You have air in your lungs. That's the bare minimum that I know about you. You like to journal, or you have some interest in journaling, so that is wonderful. You are doing a wonderful thing for your mental health and just knowing more about yourself. So just feel grateful for that, if nothing else. And that's how I feel as well about my own life. So I think the reason that I think the reason I want to focus on that this week is because over the past week, I was kind of, even though I felt grateful to people for doing things for me. I was still kind of in a mopey mood with the weather here in Cincinnati. It's been awful. We have had so much rain and thunder, and I'm from here, so I should be used to it, but I'm not. And so, yeah, it's just looking out the window, seeing the gray skies, and I was hoping that springtime was here. And you think of all the beautiful flowers and all of the birds chirping and the animals frolicking around. You think of all that when you think of spring, but before that comes a lot of rain, and you have to just power through that after having survived a very long winter as well. So it was rough for me this past week. So I'm trying to go into this future week just thinking, like, I do have a lot to be grateful for, even if the weather is not going my way and certain other things in my life are not going exactly the way that I had planned. That's okay. I still have plenty of other things that I am very, very lucky to have. So I'm going to ask you in the chat, what are you grateful for? Hey, Crochet Dad. Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy you all are here. So, yes, tell me, what are you grateful for? What are some It can be the dumbest thing, okay? Like, don't think that you have to always start with, "Oh, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for the really, really, high level things." It can also be, "I'm grateful that my socks are comfortable." "I'm grateful that I my mascara looks good today." I don't know, things like that. So don't always feel that you have to always have this beautiful, profound thing to be happy about. You can be happy about very little things. Yeah, and I just want us collectively to think about that and think about how we can support our mental health by kind of not being overly cheerleadery positive all the time, but just thinking positively and remembering that we do have a lot that in our lives that we can look at and say, okay, that's pretty cool, that's good. So I hope that's where we are today on this beautiful gloomy here Sunday. Yes, yes, see, beautiful butterfly. She's grateful to be working, to be employed, to have a job. Beautiful. Yes, I could not agree more. Just to be able to have a way to support yourself and know where your income's coming from. that makes all the difference. So I love that. All right, y'all. So while you're doing that, while you're thinking about that, I love this. I love this for you, Jack. Yes. Okay. So you have an awesome, you've got your health. Yes. So all of those things are wonderful things to think about every day and to remember and feel positive about. Even if you may not always be 100% happy with those things, with employment, with people in your life, the fact that they are there at all is a beautiful thing. So yes, I love it. All right, y'all. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So this page that's covered in post-it notes is my planning that I do. So basically, this is what I did an hour ago. I got up. I kind of dragged myself out of bed this morning, and I just wrote. I do a 5-minute brain dump. Actually, it was probably closer to 10 to 15 minutes today. I don't know why. I would just like write, and then I'd stare off into space, and then I'd be like, "Oh crap," and then I'd write some more. And then, so yes, in theory, it could be 5 minutes, but I just didn't have the focus today to make it 5 minutes. But anyway, this is what I do in order to start planning. And if you guys would like to see that too, let me know. I wonder how much I should show, or how much you want to see. Like, I don't want to get maybe too deep with things, but so I just write out like everything that's in my brain. It's a regular kind of stream of consciousness type of thing, but it is focused on what I feel I need to do in the coming week or 2 weeks. So it's like, yeah, I need to. So here's one thing. I don't want to show you everything, but it's okay. I'll show you. Like, yes, start packing. I'm moving at the end of this month. I need to start packing. I have not done anything with that. And I don't want to leave it to the last minute the way that I usually do. How about that? So if I can pack even, I'm going to give myself a bare minimum of 3 boxes. Like if I can get that just started. My thing, and I think a lot of ADHD people, our main thing is executive function and starting the thing. And once we start the thing, then we're good to go. But sometimes I'll just spin my wheels forever and just not do anything. So and it's so silly. And then once I start, it's fine, and I just keep going, and I have the momentum, and I keep going from there. So that's what I'm going to work on, and then just random other things that I thought of that would be good for me to do this week. There are different projects that I've been also spinning on that I need to actually make progress in. So I want to work on those this week. I wrote something about gratitude here. Yeah, so just whatever's in my head. And then I come over here. So it's like I take all the gobbledygook and then I kind of move it over here. And this was obviously quicker. I didn't write as much, but I answered some journaling questions that I have. If you've seen my channel before, you may have seen these. It's just different prompts that I have, like what are my top 3 goals? What do I need to do to accomplish those goals? Like random stuff. Logistics. If I'm going on a trip or if I'm going somewhere, what am I going to wear? And actually, I wrote, because I'm going to a yoga class. Well, we'll see if I go. I'm going to a yoga class next weekend, and I was like, what am I going to wear to this? What do I need to bring? So I wrote that down. So things like that. If these are things that you would like me to include in next week's live stream, if that's something you would be interested to see, or just to have that extra quiet time to do your own journaling and planning before we start the main event, let me know. So yes, we are here. I wanted to show you guys that. All right, so now I'm gonna I think that was all I wanted to show you. Yes, okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go into my weekly spread. And yes, all right, I have Miss Prophet Mother. She has been wonderful. I'm so happy to see her here today. Good morning. Yes. All right. Yeah. Okay. Did anyone have any questions or anything before? I feel like I'm missing something right now. Hi. Okay. I'm just going to keep going. I don't know. All right. I'm going to take this clippy out. And I'm so happy we've got a new month. And I've got a new month calendar thingy in my Stampy. So I stamp the new month in here. I'm going to feel so happy about that. And I've got new colors for the month. So it's a whole new theme. It's like March never existed. So I'm going to get started with it. Yes. So tell me, how are we feeling so far going into April? Do you have any particular things that you're working on for this month, or anything that you're really excited about? Maybe there's something that you are looking forward to. Let me know in the chat. What's up? All right. I'm going to erase this because we don't care. Don't care anymore. All right. What are you working on? And I'm going to show you while I make my weekly spread here in April. I want to know, y'all. Thank you. Okay. So first, what I'm going to do for April is go ahead and write the month. I got a new, what color will we call this? Teal? I don't know. I'll call it teal. So whenever I don't know what color to do, blue is my favorite. So I just kind of default to that, make it easy on myself. And I just take that, and then I got my Stampy. Where is my ink? There we are. Okay. There. So then I stamp the month in here like that, like so. Hope it comes out. Yes, it did. And that's a win already for the day. Okay, bye, y'all. I'm out. Okay. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, Miss Beautiful Butterfly is working on her weight loss journey. She is down 10 pounds. She is killing it. She is doing the work. Very good. Congratulations on this. Yeah, yeah. Especially, I don't know what the weather is like where you are. It all comes back to the weather. I'm like, I don't know what it's like. It's been difficult for me to get my walking time in. I did okay over the past week. I did actually go outside and walk, and I tried to not think of it as exercise, but more like an outing. That I was just, I was just going to the store. I was, going to the mailbox or whatever. So I tried to think of it in that way. Um, it kind of worked. All right. But so that is another, I want to say that's another focus that I will have this week is to continue to think of different ways to get more exercise. So, so beautiful butterfly. Let us know what you're doing. Man. Oh, yes, that is amazing. Okay, so let's get, all right, what am I doing? I'm going to put this is the week of the 6th through the 12th. I don't know why I had to think about it for a second there. So I like to highlight the week, and then what I do, I'm going to write my intention of the week. So the intention of the week is all about how I plan to focus my mind, what my mindset is for the week, how I plan to what attitude I would like to have for the week, or how I plan to move through the week. So that is what I will do. I'm going to put on a little bit of music, and hopefully our music is just going the way that it should this morning. And I'm going to put some lo-fi on. Or do. Lo-fi. I'm going to write the intention of the week. It'll usually be a paragraph about this big. I try to make it short, and it never happens. So I will leave you to your intention if you would like to write one for your journal as well. And we'll just have some quiet focus time for about 5 minutes. Mm. Oof. Hola, Néstor. Buenos días. Ah. Intention of the week. got about 25 seconds. All right, let's go ahead and call it our time here for the quiet. There we go. Yes. All right. So, see that you did. And these are down. All right. So we are looking at our intentions for the week. We are thinking about how we can kind of get our mind situated and focused on what we want to accomplish this week. So, my intention of the week is as follows. I intend to remember to keep my head held high and remember all of the people and things I already have in my life. I will move forward and express gratitude along the way. All right. Yes. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so Miss Beautiful Butterfly. Yes, I think having support and community and having people around you, I think that is a beautiful thing. And just to know that people have your back, people are going to be looking out for you and making sure that you are still following your goals and doing what you said you were going to do and all that. So that is always, and that's why you're winning right now. See, you're doing so well already. And then we have Mr. Jack. Okay, you want to make sure that your needs and wants are prioritized. Yes, I think especially when you have a family and when you have a lot of people around you, or even just one person, it can be difficult to always make sure that you are taking care of your needs. Very good on you. I love this for your intention. And then all right, Miss Plans by Chance, she is here. Yes, yes. So right now we are working on our intentions for the week. We are getting ourselves feeling good, feeling good. So yeah, I want to just focus on moving forward always. That's my word of the year, is actually making progress and moving forward, and also expressing gratitude while I do that. That's the goal for this week. And thank you guys while I do that. Thank you all for being here. And thank you for your wonderful comments. Hey, all right. And speaking of that, we have Miss Prophet Mother. She is let's see, she wants to remember for her intention of the week to that she has something of great value. She does. She offers coaching. And so yes, I will actually, and I'm so glad you remembered to remind me of this. So yes, I want to leave a link here. Tori has a coaching course coming up. Is this am I speaking correctly? Um, and I want to drop the link in the chat if this is something that would be interesting to you, which it sounds awesome. All right, so here we go. Okay, so it is a here we go. So, yes, that is true. We do not want to hold back on sharing things that might be helpful to other people, and we don't want to hold back on offering help to other people. So, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna leave this in the chat. If that's okay, Tori, give me a thumbs up if that's okay, because I don't want to just be like, here you go. Yes, I don't know. All right, I will leave it here. I copied it. Let me know if I should paste it. Yeah. All right. So yes. Anyway, I want to just let you know that yes, it is important to make sure that you are providing value in the world and that you're sharing it if you can. All right. I don't know what I'm saying. I've lost my train of thought. All right. I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about. Intentions of the week. Yes. Ah. Yes. All right. And I forgot too that there's a delay with YouTube. So sometimes I'll say something, I'll be like, what's going on? So yes. All right. I'm gonna leave. So Tori, Miss Prophet Mother, has been nice enough to share her coaching program with me. And this is something. Let us know more about this. Okay. It is starting this month, is that correct? And then so it is going to be a it's going to be, let's see, wait, where is the website? I lost it. All right, it is for women of over 40 who want to reclaim their life, who want to make sure that they have more freedom, more energy. So I'm going to leave this in the chat. Girl, yes. All right. I'm sorry, I'm the worst. Yes, yes, definitely check it out. And I think that if you give this a shot, I think this will be a great community for women to get support, get the assistance that they need with accomplishing their goals. So yes. All right, Tori. Let us know how it goes. And yes, that is the link that I'm leaving in the chat to learn more about her program. All right, y'all. So yes, we've got our attention of the week. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a habit tracker for my habits that I try to follow every day, which I don't always, but I do make an effort to do that. So what I'm going to do is make a little habit tracker here. I'm going to put my days of the week. My nose is itching now. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have seasonal allergies, so if you see me just clawing at my face, that's why. So now let's see. So what I do, I don't know why I went so far down, but what I do is I put the days of the week here. And if you haven't tried habit tracking as a habit, I do recommend it just because it gives you a little bit of structure to your day. I think for me, before I started bullet journaling, I think journaling in general, just writing every day, I think that is something that can give you a little bit of, just kind of bookends to your day, or at least something at night or something in the morning that you can do. But habit tracking takes it to that next level, because then you're saying, okay, in the morning I'm going to do this, this, and this every day. And then so yeah, by default it's going to give you a little bit of structure and knowing what the routines are for the day. So I think that is very important for people who struggle with that and have those memory issues, such as myself. So all right, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to do, is that right? Yes. Sometimes I have to talk myself through it too. Okay, can you see? Yes. All right. And then I have, woo, all right, we have Monday, Tuesday, and then I do it backwards so that I don't, for some reason, I'm so worried that I'm going to go off the edge of the page. It's like the dumbest fear, but it is a fear. And then we have Monday and then Sunday. Why do these not look evenly spaced? That's okay. I'm so distracted right now by my nose. My poor nose. The only thing that helps is Benadryl. But you know what Benadryl does? You can't cough if you're asleep. That's what Benadryl does. So I can't be at that level. So I'm just going to power through it. All right. And now we have the habits. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put which habits I would like to do each day. So my very first thing that I do in the morning is a brain dump. And then my next thing that I do is, and I'm sorry, I'm looking at my little cheat sheet here, review. So what I like to do, yes, is just review my little intention of the week, and then also review. I have a vision statement in the back of my journal, which is like, oh yes, in your vision is that you want to live in this beautiful place, and you want to do this, and you want to wake up and drink coffee every day, and like kind of a very broad, but also specific in some areas vision for what I would like my life to look like. Oh yes, of course. All right. So that is what I do. I try to do it every morning. Is just look at that and say, "Oh, that is my vision." I don't do goals anymore, or lately I haven't been because I don't know why. It's just a lot of pressure. It's very uh I think it's overly specific sometimes, and then sometimes I'll create a goal and then just a week later it's like I don't want to do this. So at least having a vision is just like it's a story. It's more of a story that I'm telling about how I would like my life to look. If that makes sense. It's almost like the intention of the week, only much larger. It's 2 pages instead of just the one. So yes, I do that. Ooh, and I ran out of space. That's okay. And then I have my AM planning. That's just looking at the what I have going on for the day and just saying, okay, I have an appointment this time. I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah. And also, most mornings I do some journaling prompts and like, oh well, what is one thing you're grateful for? What is one thing you're excited about? Such as that. I do a few questions just to answer those questions, and I keep it moving. And then my next thing is that I write 500 words. I usually do that in the morning, but oftentimes the day gets away from me. But I make sure to do it at night before I go to bed. And if I don't do it in the morning, I've gotten so that I'm so scared now because I skipped a day 2 weeks, like almost 2 weeks ago, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, I had this streak going since June. And so I'm like, I missed a day. So now I'm like, I can never let that happen again. So now I have a little cardboard sign. It's the saddest thing. I have a little cardboard sign that I keep on my pillow. So I can't go to bed without seeing that. I should do that for all my things. I don't know. I should just have just a cardboard sign of all the stuff that I need to do. What do you think about that? Hey, oh my gosh. Hey, budgeting mama. And it's like I rub my nose. It's like, I am going through the allergies right now. The window is open. Um, Hello. Yes, we are discussing. What are we discussing? We're discussing making our habit trackers and making sure that we stick to our habits. One thing that I do now is make a sign for myself so that I don't miss doing my 500 words every day. And I put it on my bed, on my pillow before I go to bed. What are some crazy things that you do to remind yourself of stuff? Um, do you make post-it notes? Do you leave things on your mirror? Do you put things by the door before you leave the house? What are some weird things that you do while I make this habit tracker? All right. Next thing, I say hello to someone on social media. I've been posting more on Instagram. So if you're not following me yet, there actually is something to look at now. So I'm at Alecia Lott. It's just all one word at on Instagram. And yes, I've been trying to post more and say hello to people and comment on other people's posts. Hey, oh my gosh, you guys. Hello. All right. Another thing, PM journaling. That's just writing. That's just kind of it's almost like a brain dump. Whatever happened that day, I write it down. And I read. Reading, reading has still been kind of in fits and starts for me. I can't find a perfect time of day when I can just like, yes, I'm going to read. I wish I could just do that and just say, yes, I'm going to just take this half hour and just sit down and just read. It hasn't quite gotten there yet. I used to read before bed, and I don't even know what's happened to that. I think it's because I switched to physical books versus Kindle because Kindle it's backlit. So I had the light and then I could just turn the light off, the room light. I turn that off and I don't know why, but I think that might be a contributing factor to that. But I'm stupid. So I'm going to work on reading more. Bed by 9:30. Mm. My bedtimes are all over the place, but I put it here. Sometimes I just put things here aspirationally. I have actually no intention of actually doing them. Shh, don't tell anyone. uh, all right. Yes. Hey, buddy, mama. Yes. All right. We're gonna track some habits this week. We're gonna give this a shot. Uh, and then being married, Jade. Yes. When she would have all those post-its on her wall, crochet dad, and she would just it was she was, yeah, and then I don't know, she would always have all these inspirational quotes and stuff. Sometimes when I have all my post-it notes everywhere, I think of that. I think of Miss Mary Jane, just like, oh wow, I'm turning into that. I have my post-it notes everywhere, and I have my little quotes. Actually, you're going to see a quote of the week coming up here pretty soon. Let's see, to reminding you to floss and at least do one chore. Yes. Okay. Okay. I like this. I like this very much, Mr. Crochet Dad. Yes. Okay. And then, Jack. Yes, the post-it notes everywhere, and to-do lists. I can't quit post-its. I'm sorry. I keep saying that I'm going to give them up, and then they just somehow, it's like they grow in my house. They just keep coming back. And then budgeting and crocheting. Miss Prophet Mother loves them both. And then so do I, actually. Well, crocheting, I've tried it. I've tried it. I will say wish. Hmm. Uh, and then let's see, budgeting mama. All right. Yeah. Index cards is another thing that I want to do, because let me ask you guys this. With your monthly spreads, if you bullet journal, do you keep a monthly like do you actually create a monthly spread? I have tried in the past and I could not. I because I just don't look. I don't go back and look at it. So it's pointless to me. It's just wasted space. So I want to create an index card. Thank you, budgeting mama. Actually, next time I go to the office supply store, I want to get those large index cards and make like just a card. I started doing something like that actually I posted on Instagram because I'm doing that now. So I made a little post, like a little thing, and I was just gonna like keep it in here like a bookmark, and then I could move it to different parts. I wouldn't just forget that it's there. So that's something I'm working on. I haven't fully bonded with this yet, so it's not in there now. But yeah, thank you for reminding me, girl. All right. Look at this. Habit tracker is done. Okay, so now as I scratch my nose again, I'm gonna allergies. Does anyone else suffer from the allergies? I only have like around this time of year, it's just my nose, and I'm just constantly like that. Um, okay, so now I'm gonna go like that. So I just kind of split this part in half here. And you notice for most of what I do in my journal, I don't bother with rulers. I kind of like, I won't say that, I don't know. I've gotten used to it be, oh, why have I had this up this whole time? I've gotten used to it just being kind of messy and looking weird. So I don't mind that at all. And I'm trying to, yeah, let's hide that. We are not in quiet time anymore. Um, we're in hello. We're in planning our calendar time. So yes, I have gotten used to my lines and everything looking kind of crazy. Most of the I there if you're a little more neat than I am. So yes, if you would like, you can count the dots. And actually, you're going to see me over here counting dots, but I can't. Most of the time, I can't be bothered with it. Okay, so next week is going to be April 13th through the 19th. So what I'm doing here is I'm making spaces for the next 2 weeks so that I can prepare. It's all about like Sometimes there are things that I will completely forget about until the day of, and I don't want to be that person anymore. So I didn't forget this live stream. Look at me. All right. So I want to have a little more mindfulness of what's going on in the coming month, even if I don't have a monthly spread. There we go. All right. And another thing I've been kind of doing, I did this last week, is to just create a little tiny, tiny space for 3 weeks from now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. April. You little tiny, little cute space. You see that? All right. I hope you guys can you guys see okay? Because there's no way for me to zoom on the camera. Wait. Is this a little better? I think it is. There we go. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I'm just looking at some of the chat here. All right, yes. I would like to do I'm not much of a budgeter, I'll be honest. But I would like to do maybe a video about money. So if you guys have any thoughts about that, let me know. I would like to do that in the future. But yes, it's especially with the prices of everything. I just saw this on Instagram. I saw this restaurant give this long apology page as to why they were raising their prices, and I felt so bad. And I felt that it was good though that they gave us the heads up, so they were just charging whatever, charging the same price and then giving us smaller portions. But yeah, I hate that it's coming to this, that everything is going up and that there are all these. Do we want to talk about the tariffs? No, we don't. But just the fact that those are changing and that it is going to affect our prices in so many ways is, yeah, it's scary. So yes, budgeting is more important than ever these days. And then yes, as far as, yeah, I'm with you, budget mama. I don't monthly spread. But yeah, okay. So that's why we're here. We're gonna work on some daily and weekly planning, and over time, I think it will get better. Yeah, and hopefully my monthly planning will get better. We'll see. Okay, so now I have technically, look at me. I have the next 3 weeks planned. So we're gonna do the 27th through the April 27th. So that would be what, May? Oh my gosh. 3rd, May 3rd. There's an important birthday coming up in my world, not my birthday, but in a family member. So I have to be mindful of that. It's like, yeah, I'm like, no, that's 3 weeks away, God. All right, we are here. We are coming up on the end of this page. I bet you thought this would never happen. All right, we are going to get our quote of the week going here. I used to put the quotes of the week in the back, and then I had to put stickers and all sorts of. I guess I had to put something right here. I'm kind of saving this for another sticker, to be honest, though. And then I have a lot of stuff going on in the front of the journal, so that didn't leave any more space for quotes. So I'm going to put our quote of the week here, and it is: the more you practice the art of thankfulness, the more you have to be thankful for. And that is by Norman Vincent Peale, and I'm going to leave that right here. There we go. Okay. And I like looking down and seeing my little quote every day. Oh no, can I fit it? No, I can't. No. Voila. Yay, and I'm gonna put I want some color here. Let's see what I can do. I love my highlighters. I'm gonna do maybe a purple here, because that's another one of my favorite colors. Ooh, all right. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so I like this quote. I do agree. It's like, it's like a muscle, like anything else. It's once you start to practice doing that, then it becomes easier and easier over time. Or at least that's the theory. We're going to test it out this week, aren't we? Okay. Now we are to page 2. What I'm going to do is make 7 roughly equal spaces. Can you see on this side of the page, or of my weekly spread, for my to-dos and my events, my appointments, all of that. Oh my gosh, we only have, if I wanted to make this an hour, I only got 10 minutes. What am I doing with life? Okay, so I'm gonna turn back some music. Hopefully it's good. Okay. And allow me a few moments to draw these spaces for my events and to-dos and such. Focus. Look at me. I used to count the dots for the spaces, and now I am an expert. I am a master of my universe. Oh. All right, you guys, thank you for being here with me on this Sunday and just enjoying this quiet journaling time and putting up with me scratching my nose because of allergies. And at the bottom of the screen, if you're just joining us, we have our quote of the week. And I just made my what do I want to call this? My week in review. My week that I could see everything. My to-dos. I put my to-dos on this side of the page, and yeah, just write a few things. So I don't need a lot of space for to-dos, and it's like I'm only gonna do 3 things. That sounds so bad. I'm only going to focus on up to 3 things per day. Because I feel if I try to have a whole long to-do list for one day, it's obviously not everything's going to get done and it's going to feel overwhelming. And we don't want that. We don't want overwhelm, even though that is my middle name. I try to avoid that as much as possible. On this side is I'm going to write appointments, events that I have, anything that has to be a particular time is going to go here. And yeah, so it's nice just because I could see my little day in review. What else you call it? I can see my day at a glance, and I can know what I'm supposed to be doing that day. And I just try to kind of like bounce back and forth and say, okay, April 15th. That's not going to affect me this week, but April 15th is tax day. Guess who hasn't done their taxes yet? And then I would put it, if this were next week, I would put that in April 15th, and I just keep kind of bouncing around and making sure that everything here is filled in the way that it should be. So that is the weekly spread. Let's look at this. Oh my gosh. Yes. And has anything new popped off in the chat? Yes, you guys. I love that everyone's so active in the chat today. Yeah. Yes, journaling is better. Yeah, okay. Journaling, on the computer. No, I can't even say that. I do my 500 words that I write. I do that on the computer, and it has made me a better typist for having to practice typing and writing every day. So I'll give you that. All right. And then, yes, I love that you guys are talking amongst yourselves in the chat. And I think it is wonderful. And I hope that you are enjoying our time here today as well. Yeah, this is about it. I wanted to tell you guys, okay, and these are my notes over here. If you have found any sort of value from this, if you like this little space that we're creating here for journaling and for life and just talking about stuff, I hope to keep this going. I would love some support for the channel. First, so I made a list because I'm a dork. I made a list of ways you can support the channel. First way, like any video that you like. So I hope you are going to like this video. I hope you give it a thumbs up. And I'm very much telling you it's a thumbs up. One time I did a poll or something, and I guess I wasn't clear as to how people should vote. And so people were voting with the thumbs down symbol to mean no. So no, please don't ever put, for any YouTuber, just don't do it. It's not nice. Unless it's just something completely abhorrent to you that you would never want anyone to see, then put the thumbs down. Otherwise, just don't say anything. But for me, I hope you put a like. And then if you have not subscribed, I hope you subscribe. And I will be doing these live streams every Sunday. And yes, and that way, you can see all of my journaling content. I do a video on Fridays as well. Share your video. If you feel like sharing a video that you thought was really helpful or resonated with you, share with a friend, share with a family member, coworker, buddy, I don't know. Leave a comment. If you just want to say like, hey, have a good week. This video was cool. Great. Awesome. Just say hi. I love it. I love when people say hi and leave comments. So thank you. And then also watch more videos. If you just want to leave this channel on loop, I'm just joking. But hey, I'm joking, but I'm not. That's one way you can support. Also, you can donate. As my nose itches, you can donate. I do have PayPal, I have Venmo, I have Buy Me a Coffee, and those are in the description box below. If that is something, if you're feeling financially flush and you want to share, holler at your girl. And then lastly, if you are on Instagram and you would like to say hi there, you can follow me there. That also helps the channel, helps more people find me. But as I do that, look at this. God, kind of be dramatic. I am grateful here that you are here with me right now. And this, you just being here, is supporting the channel. So I'm just always so happy to see all of your little, I can't see your faces, but just knowing that you're there with me, I appreciate you. And I hope that you go into the week with a sense of gratitude and wonder and happiness. And yes, all right, what else do we have in the comments? All right, I think we are at our time. I just thank you all so much. I'm just gonna say thank you all day today for you for joining me today. And I am so happy to have this channel so that I can meet other journalers, and hopefully we will just keep continuing and keep going, keep growing. All right. So I'm gonna say bye to you all. And I love you guys. I send you a heart. My computer. Wait, does it do the heart if I'm on a live stream? No. Okay. All right. Normally I have a Mac and it has these reactions, and sometimes if I do a heart symbol, little hearts will fly up. But no, it won't let me be great. It's okay. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you all. Thank you, Tori Perfect Mother. Thank you, Blaze My Chan. Thank you, Crochet Dad. Thank you, Jack. Wait, where we at? Thank you. Did I say Budgie Mama? Thank you, Budgie Mama. Love you guys. Hope to see you all of you, back next Sunday. And I will have a video about gratitude on Thursday. And I hope you watch that and leave a like, a thumb up, okay? If I see you leaving a thumb down, I will find you. And I hope that you have a wonderful, productive week. And thanks. Okay, again, thanks. Okay, bye. Good hanging out with you.